flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Begals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
Third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Rose. He'll get this to his tight end, that's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Rose. He gets this one to Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 6 catches, 90 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. On for the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The numbers for Mixon last week. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Second and 8 coming up. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Garrett. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 16, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run the counter. Ball. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Off the play fake. Rose. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run on first down. It's Ball. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. These two teams all tied after one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Rose.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Looking to throw. Rose.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
He'll try again.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, they get downfield creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. To throw on 2nd down. Rose, quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, Ball. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down at 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. From the gun on 3rd down, Rose. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Samuels. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Rose. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw again. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll hand it off now to Samuels.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back to throw. Rose. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
McFarland, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Looking to throw on second down. Rose. Escaping the pressure right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Rose. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Rose. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Well, the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. McFarland running out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Joseph Osai picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over.
And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll fight for the football and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he has paid it off in a big, big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. C.D. Lamb. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Saquon Barkley, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes Andrews. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ball. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. A broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ball. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Allen. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
whatever the discussions were at halftime and trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now Allen. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. Now the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That's good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow finds a seam inside the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's a give to Mixon. Good footwork at the 30. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On On second down, it's Garrett. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here we go. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's ball. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. To throw, it's Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Allen. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They'll run on 1st down. Ball. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Joseph Osai there on the stop. On 2nd and 9. Allen over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. That he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
2nd and 11 now. Allen now looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Garrett. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Garrett. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Garrett. 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Garrett. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Garrett. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And Burrow going to throw again. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that incompletion means his streak is over there. He'd hit on 9 straight passes. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Stephon Tuitt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. give right side. Garrett. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they